Hey, this is Steve from SmartHome Rigs, and I got an Echo Show 8 and an Echo Show 5, and I love these things. I use them to communicate with my brother who's in another state. I use them to pull up the weather and actually see what's going on, and I use them to monitor security cameras around my house just by calling them out by name so I don't have to go fumbling for my phone. You can also set up smart routines to automatically pull up cameras in different situations, and I'll have a future video on how to do that as well. But Netflix was what was on my mind because the new 10 that moves around actually does Netflix now. I figured, why don't the other ones do it? And this is what I found. Alright, so first we need to make sure we run the updates. So I'm going to come over here to settings on both of these. Go down to device options. And go down and look at the option here. Now you'll notice they're both 6542, but this number down here is the one you want to look at. Okay, so we want to check for software updates. And this is where you check to see if yours is still the 3035 or the 3048 that does Netflix. Go ahead and let those download. Now you'll notice this one was the older update. This one looks like it had updated on its own. So if yours hasn't updated to the 3048, you're going to need to do that or Netflix won't work on your show. So now we want to install that. Yes. And you'll notice on the smaller one there, it did not allow me to run the update because the update had already been run. Again, this update should be available for all the Echo shows, the 5, the 8, the 10, and the new 10 that moves around. I don't have a Spot, so I didn't get a chance to check it with the Spot, but I would imagine they run on a very similar operating system. If anyone watching has a show and attempts it and is successful, please leave a comment and let us know so that we can add that to our notes and updates. It says this could take 15 minutes, so I might fast forward here. During the course of this, it says the screen may go black for 1 minute. When this completes, do not unplug it during this time. That's when it's actually applying the update. Once it's done, it'll tell you it's powering it off. We'll run the update and then it will come back and you'll see the Echo once it reboots. Well, that update didn't take near 15 minutes. It only took 1 minute. Now that it's done with the update, now it's rebooting, so you'll see the Amazon splash screen, and then once it gets past the splash screen, it'll go to the Echo screen, which is the standard that you would see normally when you boot it up. Once it applies these settings, then it'll show us the home screen, and we'll see where we're at. In the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and make some cuts to speed this along, but I left the small Echo Show 5 running so you can see the time and see how many minutes have elapsed. It's only a few, but I didn't figure you wanted to sit here for all of those seconds. And finally, here we are back at the boot up screen. This will look familiar to those of you who have one of these. For those of you who don't, it starts out with this generic screen. And then once it reboots, it's going to take it a second to pull up your profile so that you'll see your pictures. Uses the generic one in the meantime. And then there we go. Alright, now let's see what's different. Now I'm going to mute this one because it's the first time we're booting this one up. Alexa, play Netflix.
Here's Netflix.
And as you can see, it's launching Netflix. Now, if you tried this a couple of weeks ago, that didn't work yet because they hadn't actually released the patch yet. It was designed to be for the movable one, the new 10 one that moves back and forth. But once they released it for the 10, I thought, I wonder if there's an update for all the rest of them. And as it turns out, there is. So I'm going to pause this real quick while I enter my information, and then we'll get back to it. And as you can see, it pulls up Netflix with all the profiles that you would see if you were looking at it on your machine. who's watching this. I've got the family profile, Tommy's profile, Gia's profile, my wife, and me. And I'm going to pull up my profile, since this is going to be the one in my office, and you'll see it pulls up my list. So now we just need to test it out. And let's go ahead and pull up something that is a Netflix exclusive, just to make sure that it plays. We'll pick the new one so that you know it's something that's current. Alexa, home. Now I'm not going to play the movie because I don't want to get in any copyright fights with Netflix, but from your home screen at any time going forward, you can just say, Alexa, play Netflix.
Here's Netflix.
And you'll notice it's already signed in to my profile. So if you want to change the profile, you can just hit the little button, go back to the main screen, and pick somebody else's profile. But that's how you can get Netflix on your Echo Show 8. Now let's do it on the Echo Show 5. Alexa, show Netflix.
Here's Netflix.
And again, I'll pause this to log in. And you can see it boots up to the main screen just like the other one did. Only this one, since it's going to be in our guest room, I'm going to say the Riggs family, so that it won't go to my profile, it'll go to the generic family profile. But as you can see, Netflix working on both the 5 and the 8, as well as the 10. So if you've got an Echo Show, make sure you check the update and watch Netflix on your Echo Show. Not bad, right? Hopefully, if you found this video helpful, please like it, as that helps the channel out a lot. And consider subscribing so you don't miss any of our future videos, like the one we have coming up for the HomePod Mini, and the comparison video on all the cameras under $30 that are worth having. Until next time, my name has been Steve. You guys have been great.